What's up guys, my name's Dychronic, your host here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about the Xur's location. This guy is just exploding with Stardust. I don't even have this emote. Where did I get it? Must be a new one, or one that I missed. But we're going to show you where the Xur is on June 28, 2019, his inventory and all the stuff that is going on with the Xur. No, come back, I love that. Come back. He's a Dredgen too. There's an Unbroken next to me, I just want to point out. Not a title that I will be getting anytime soon, but we're going to show you where the Xur is. First of all, he is in the tower, so just spawn here in the tower, make your way through these windy paths, and in the top left section here in the hangar, you should be able to find him. It should be pretty obvious where he is in this stairwell. So obviously here is a rough overview in case you wanted to see all of them, because I'll be going into each one of them now. First of all, you have the Vigilance wing, which is a 5-burst pulse rifle. When a nearby ally is killed again, health regeneration and increased movement speed. And the other perk is Last Stand, improved weapon performance and greatly increased recovery, while the wielder is the last living member of the fire team. Used to be very nice and competitive in the non-respawn game modes. Used to be really good in competitive in general. Also has a catalyst you get from Crucible. Lots of different ornaments to equip on it. In general, just one of those weapons that did really well and kind of fell off the radar. Overall, this weapon is still really good, but you cannot get those 2 bursts that you used to be able to do in Crucible. Next up for the Hunters, the Stompies, a very powerful PvP exotic. Basically, you increase your sprint speed and your slide distance and improves the jump height and speed of the jump for high jump, strafe jump, and triple jump. Basically, if you have one of these things, you jump a lot higher, a lot faster, and in my opinion, if you haven't tried it already, equip high jump and use these things and you just freaking take off like you're on a spring or something. It's very fun to use in PvP because when you jump with it, with high jump, you just go sailing off in the sky and people completely lose you. You also last in the air for about 5 seconds. Overall, a very powerful ornament for PvP, just for getting out of sight of certain people, and in general, just something that's overall useful, you know, better sprint speed, but it definitely shines in PvP. As far as the role goes, you have things like Fusion Rifle Dexterity, you have Perpetuation, which is really nice on a Hunter in PvP and PvE, but the other two here for the Scavengers are not really the greatest. The best thing to have in this column is going to be Special Ammo Finder. Next up for the Titan, the One-Eyed Mask, a very powerful exotic, got nerfed within the last patch with Opulence, but it's still very powerful. Basically, it marks an enemy that dares to damage you, and you can track down that enemy and destroy the enemy for an increased damage and an overshield. Now, this overshield actually just recharges slowly up to maximum, and instead of just giving it to you immediately like it used to, which was very powerful, especially when you're fighting multiple people, but it does give you a damage bonus, and it gives you an overshield that slowly recharges up, which is something that's very, very powerful indeed. So if you don't have this one, it's definitely something that you want to have. As far as the role goes, hand cannon targeting is something that's really nice to have, but the other two are not really the best. Sniper rifle reserves for PvP is something that's not exactly that great. And lastly, the Warlock exotic Chromatic Fire, very powerful exotic, something that's just kind of fun to have. Very cool looking bone-like crystal display on the headdress here, but the exotic perk basically gives you precision kills with your kinetic weapons, create an explosion of the element equipped subclass. Basically, Dragonfly for any kinetic weapon that you have equipped, and there is one weapon that actually has Dragonfly, actually Firefly, which is going to be the Ace of Spades. So if you can combine the Ace of Spades with this exotic, you're actually going to have double explosions on kills, and can give you a lot of extra kills in both PvE and PvP. And in PvP, you can actually just get a full kill off both explosions, which is actually pretty crazy. Unflinching hand cannon aim or the kinetic unflinching aim, which is a really good synergy with this, something really nice to have on the chest piece. And then this last column, again, you want Special Ammo Finder in the 3rd column here for chest pieces, and it does not have that. So both of these really suck, but this column is really nice. Next up for the Consumables, 5 of Swords for higher scoring Nightfalls and Nightfalls that you want to do faster. You gotta get this. It is something that's very nice if you don't have it already. Next up, the Invitations basically give you a guaranteed powerful reward for doing a set of objectives and lore for the Drifter stuff, in case you haven't done that already, as well as the fact that if you did not know, it shows up the following Friday after you complete it. So if you complete it right now, you have to wait a week to get the next one. And then lastly, you have the Faded Engram, guaranteed to give you an exotic that you do not have from Forsaken and before. And that is pretty much it. That is a video. What are you wearing, my friend? That must be some Iron Banner stuff, or maybe it's Trial. That is the end of the Xur. Hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, if I missed something, if there's something of concern. That's it. That's the video for guys today, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm gonna get this goal. No, I'm leaving this in the video. Hey, and it's over.